The Stanley Adventure Cook Set works really great. I'm going to show you how I make it work for me. That's next. Okay, so I'm at Walmart and I'm looking at gear. I'm always kind of looking around for gear, see what I can find, see what's out there. And I find the Stanley 2-cup Adventure Cook Set. That's what it's called. And I've seen reviews on this before. I've seen different people using it, and I've heard really pretty good things about it. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should check into this. Maybe I should see what I can do with that. And maybe it'd help you guys. So I picked this up. And I'm going to show you exactly what I've done to it and how I got all my cooking setup to work with this. Okay, so this has a 24-ounce capacity. At least that's what it says. It says 20 ounces here. You can see there's more room here. So this is 4 ounces right there. And if you were to line that up, that would be 24 would be there. So it's actually about 28 ounces. The ounces and milliliters, that's how you pronounce that, milliliters, are embossed right in the side there, stamped right in there. That's very helpful so you can tell what you're doing when you're cooking. This is stainless steel, very durable, very heavy duty, and even the on their label here, it said there's a Stanley has survived 70 degree below zero wind chills. So obviously somebody commented, a user comment, and maybe they were in Antarctica eating clam chowder or something, and they were using the old Stanley there. I don't know where else it's going to be minus 70 degrees, and somebody's out cooking in it. Also survived 4,000 foot drops. So again, somebody's on a cliff, they're having their SpaghettiOs, they bump it off the cliff, come down later, pick it up and go, wow, Stanley survived. Speeding bullets and Category 5 hurricanes. So I don't know who's eating soup during the Category 5 hurricane, but that's some kind of user comments on their label there. So the Stanley is going to be used mainly for boiling water for your dehydrated meals, your soup, pasta, coffee, tea, things like that. Some people have been able to bake out of this. That's pretty creative, to make muffins out of something like this. I'm not sure how you would do that, but and this is very easy to clean. The stainless steel, like I said, it's durable. At the top here, let's check this out here. We have a locking handle, and you can see you squeeze it right there, and then it folds out, locks into place, and then that's not going anywhere as you work with it. So that's great. It's not going to fold up on you or something. You don't want that to happen. And then to lock it for your trip or hiking, putting it away, squeeze it again, and it brings those little prongs in and snaps it back over the top like that. So the top does have a plastic handle, plastic lid handle on it like that. And some people have said over time this has melted on them and they've had to replace it. Various things you can replace it with. One of the things is taking a key ring like that, just a regular old key ring, and finish breaking off the old handle and then slip that on, and now you got a new handle holder, a lid holder right there. So I'm going to leave mine as is for right now because it's still functioning and working. The top has pasta drain holes right there, so when you pour it off, you're going like that. Probably want to be careful in touching it if it's hot, obviously, but you can drain off your water. Also a little steam hole at the bottom there, very helpful. And inside we have 2 nesting cups like that. Very heavy duty rim on those, so you can do hot drinks in that and not have your hand get hot or burned. And these have a 10-ounce capacity in each one of those. BPA-free, dishwasher safe, heavy duty plastic drinking cups, and like I said, 2 of them. So if you got a friend or somebody that's with you, you can do that. I'm going to take these and I'm going to set those aside, and then I'm going to put my own camp gear inside here. We're going to look at that in just a little bit. This weighs 8 ounces, and like I said, it'll work for fire as well as a stove, direct over your stove. Like, that's primarily how I'm going to use it, is with my stove. And this comes in at $14.95. That is a really great price for a backpacker's cook pot. A comparable cook pot like this would be the GSI Halolite 1.1 boil, and that is $39.99 for that. Very similar. I think it's titanium, maybe a lightweight aluminum. This is a little bit heavier, I'm guessing, but 15 bucks versus 40 bucks, so it's not even close as far as the price. Okay, so you're back at the old Wally World, Walmart, and in the same area in the camp section where this is found, the Stanley is found, is the Ozark Trails stainless steel camp cup with these big handles like that. Obviously they fold around the base of the cup here. This has a 18-ounce capacity inside here, which is basically 2.5 cups of liquid in it, and this comes in at $4.95 for that guy. The great thing about this is this will nest perfectly with the Stanley like that. So for 20 bucks, now we got the cook pot and the coffee cup, soup cup, whatever you want to call it, like that. So next up, I want to get my fuel canister and get this to fit inside here. But this is just too big, and it's not going to fit inside there. There's no way it's going to happen. So what I did was I got the smaller fuel canister. This is the 3.5 ounce fuel canister. It's called the Primus. The Coleman also makes this as well. And before I show you how to put this in here, I also picked up the MSR Universal Canister Stand. That's what this is called. This is what this looks like, and it opens up like that. There we go. Very smooth, very nice. 1.28 ounces. This will fit all canisters, all fuel canisters. You see these little hooks right here? Got these little hooks here, and the canister fits inside of that. And then the third hook here has a spring on it, like that, and then that supports it, and it doesn't go anywhere. It looks a little bit like the lunar module from the Apollo space program in the 70s. I don't know if you guys remember that, but boop, 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 the landing on the moon with that thing. This is $14.95. This is just an option that I got, something to think about, and this will work for the larger size. Like I said, it's universal, and look at that, solid as a rock. This will keep your whole cook setup from falling over if you're in the sand or the dirt or on the rocks. Very stable. You don't want to scald yourself, so just a thought, just an option to add. We're going to set this off to the side here, and this guy simply drops right inside. Give it a little push, and now look at that. Now we got a fuel canister inside there. It's a little tight with the Primus. There we go. It's a tad tight. I think the Coleman's a little bit smaller on the edge there, but that's what we do. We slip that in there like that, and we are good to go. So next up, I have the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. I'm going to get this inside here, but first we're going to get rid of the little sarcophagus, little coffin here. You open that up. It looks like a little vampire in there or something with the arms crossed like that. He's got those funny little arms. But we're going to take this guy with the arms, and we're going to put him in a microfiber glass case, eyeglasses case. I got this from Walmart at the Vision Center, and I said, do you have those soft glasses cases? And the ladies walked out with 2 of these, and she said, here, you can just have these. and I was planning on buying it, but this was going to work great for our MSR Pocket Rocket too. So we're going to just drop that inside here, and boom, look at that. Now we got a little soft case for that. But before we put this inside the pot, we're going to take the Gerber knife. I got my Gerber knife right here. The MSR salt and pepper shaker, as well as my Bic lighter. So we're going to drop those in the bottom here. Put the stove on top. Now we're going to take a scrubber sponge. You can get a 3-pack of these at the dollar store, but we're going to take this guy and cut it in half. And so now we got a scrubber at one side, sponge on the other. We're going to stick that off to the side here, shove that in there. But wait, there's more. We're going to add the Rain Leaf microfiber towel. Take that, fold it up, and we're going to take this guy and just pack it in the top here. Just pack that down, just like that. So look at all the stuff we got in here. Put the lid on it. Fits well. Squeeze that handle, and we're going to fold that over, lock it down. But wait, there's even more. Now we got the MSR windscreen. Pick this up. This was $14.95. This is just an option that I picked up. I thought I should probably have some kind of a windscreen. Add that to the side. We're going to curve it to the shape of the cans here, the pot here, and take old Mr. Bungee, mini Bungee, and wrap him around like that. And voila, now we got, look at the cook set we have. And again, these are options. You don't have to have all of this stuff. I'm trying to maximize everything that I could possibly want to use to go backpacking and cooking with. And now I got a few more options I want to add that would make sense. We need our spork. I've always thought a spork was a funny name. I think of like Spock and Mork from Mork and Mindy. So we got Spock and Mork, we got a spork. I don't know, it just made sense to me. We're also going to take the Sea to Summit mug here, the X mug. If you wanted to have that, you could bring that as well. We also have the GSI Ultralight Java Drip. I like my coffee. I got to have my coffee, so I'm going to take that now, and that will kind of nest in there like that. So we got the spork now and the GSI, and we don't have to have the X mug, but I'm just trying to maximize this thing. Now we're going to take the universal canister stand, add that as well, and we'll take a ditty bag, stick this all in here like that, and roll that guy up. Woot. There we go. Clip that. So now we got, this is not going to fit inside here, but this can go with it, however you pack it, but this can be near it, with it. And look at all the stuff. Look at all the gear I got. In one hand here, I got my stove, my fuel canister, knife, sponge, windscreen, coffee maker, everything's right there. Isn't that great? So there you go. So okay, I'm going to do a reverse engineer on this. I'm going to do it in time lapse in like 20 seconds, and I'll lay everything back out on the table here and see what we got. Okay guys, I hope that was helpful to you, and thanks for watching. And if you like what I do, hit like and subscribe, and I appreciate that, and I really appreciate you guys for watching, and we're having a lot of fun here doing this, and we'll see you next time, and as always, keep hiking.